We got, let's see, Alice from San Diego. I have a Roth IRA. It will be 71 in February 2019. Am I required to take a required amount of money out every month? Alice, with a Roth IRA, there is no required minimum distribution, so you do not have to take any money out of that account if you choose not to. Where if you have a traditional IRA or a 401k, that is where the required minimum distributions come into play. So Roth IRAs are exempt from RMDs, so hopefully that made your day.
Yeah, and I'll just add, so if you have a regular traditional IRA, you just have to take out the RMD, required minimum distribution amount, by year end.
Or you could take it out monthly. Or
You could do it monthly, but you don't have to.
Sure.
Yeah, now if you...
How do you take your RMDs?
Wow. That's decades up. I will say one little caveat, though, Alice, is when at some point when you pass away and whoever gets the Roth IRA, if they're not your spouse, they'll have to take a required minimum distribution on an inherited, non-spousal inherited Roth IRA, but you don't have to take a required distribution.
All right, Maria from San Diego. I just turned 70, and a friend told me I could start taking RMDs
Now. I pre-read it because it was a typo.
I was going to read nor.
Thought I'd help you out.
Oh, thank you. Now, or in January. As you can tell, I don't pre-read these.
Because if he would have read it, it would have. I just turned 70, and a friend told me I could start taking RMD nor or in January.
Yeah, nor sounds good to me.
I think it's now.
Got it. And then another one in 2020 to minimize the impact of taxes. This is true. When is the best time to start RMDs to lower tax impact? Thank you, Maria. What say you, Big Al? So she just turned 70.
Just turned 70, so we're in 2018. So I'm going to assume by just turning 70, you'll be probably 70 and a half next year in 2019.
Yep.
So you don't really have to take your first RMD until 2019, actually 2020 to be exact. That your required beginning date would be April 1st of 2020. You agree with me so far?
I do.
Okay. However, if you wait till 2020, you're going to have to take two RMDs, one for 2019, one for 2020. So if you're trying not to pile up too much income in 1 year, take one required minimum distribution in 2019 and one in 2020, and then keep on going.
Yep. So your friend was accurate. But what's the best time to start RMDs to lower tax impact? Well, I think if you're 70 now, Maria, you might want to look at how much income do you have. You might want to start bleeding some of these dollars out this year as well before the end of the year.
Depending upon your tax bracket.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because we have very low tax brackets right now. Let's say if you're in the 12% tax bracket, I don't know, maybe you fill up that 12% tax bracket. So you would want to take a distribution from that. Maybe you convert that into a Roth IRA. So you can still stay in a very low tax bracket. That money's out of the IRA. Now it's in a Roth IRA. There is no required minimum distribution on Roth. So next year when you take your RMD, it's going to be lower because you got more money out of the retirement account this year.
Right.
So
completely agree.
So a little bit extra planning there for Maria.
I'll just say, yeah, that's right, Joe.
Hey, that's right, Al. You are correct, sir.